the student writing that comes out of schools is completed to serve as a grade, as an assignment. But now students are seeing with the One World Education Cultural and Global Issues writing program is their writing is going to serve as a teaching tool for thousands of other students.
As far as the writing goes, I think it's a really interesting assignment because it requires them to make a personal connection to a world issue. So often students are passive recipients of learning at school. So I just think it's really valuable as an opportunity for them to reflect on how their own life experiences connect to what they're learning about in school.
I think it gives them an opportunity to really explore what they're interested in instead of what I'm asking them to be interested in. And I think it brings a lot for me as far as learning about my students in a whole nother way. There's always someone that has something pretty unique. This year I have someone doing sports injuries. I have Peruvian food, which I think is a neat one. I also have one of my students working on living in the projects and what life's like for her there.
The truth is that 80% of this writing could evolve into curriculum, but that means we'd be building out new lesson plans and curriculum units every month or every week or every day. We choose 12 students every year to become the next generation of One World Education student ambassadors. We build curriculum around their writing over the summer after a thorough training of teachers to design curriculum based on our model. Then throughout the year, every single month, we release and publish a new One World Education unit that offers teachers a series of project-based learning activities and comprehension-based unit resources.
I wrote about economic development in Bolivia. It was really the first kind of a broad trip I took alone that had a big impact on me.
My topic was social networking, and it's important to me because I use social networking a lot more than anyone else I know.
I wrote about the separation of South Sudan from North Sudan. I'm originally from Sudan. All my family lives there, and I thought it's a really important cultural and global topic for other students to know about.
I wrote about the military and the family because my dad's in the military and he's been deployed before.
I wrote about animal cruelty. My family has adopted several pets. We've rescued several of them. It was a topic that I was really passionate about.
I wrote about Cuba, and it's important to me because I felt that people were saying, like, when they think of Cuba, it's like, oh, communism, it's all bad, but my whole family lives in Cuba.
I wrote about teen high school dropout rates in DC, and it's important because a lot of teens drop out and don't really have a good reason why.
I wrote about child labor, and it's important to me because I'm a child and I don't feel that children should be treated like that harshly.
I wrote about the cultural confusion from being Chinese American, and it was a really personal story, and I think it's very important for others to know about the struggle of being of, two cultures.
My topic was the portrayal of women in the media. I experience it at school and at home and on TV, and I'm just hugely affected by it.
This will be the fourth year for One World Education, a program that started in one classroom in 2007. Now over 1,500 middle and high school students have submitted writing.
When you go back and view experiences that you've had, you really think about how they've changed you as a person and what effect that has on the actions that you do today.
Writing is really the basic art of bringing out our ideas and thinking critically, especially.
An organization like One World makes other students motivated to put their ideas out so that others can read them, and that's how you reach solutions in a society.
We as students have a lot of enthusiasm for our topics. If an adult says it kind of sometimes goes in one ear and out the other, and if it's like a peer, like your brother or sister or a friend, then you really listen. You get a sense of what they're talking about.
I think it's important for teenagers to write because I think that we have a lot to offer and we've got a lot of ideas and we have big futures, so we have the chance to change things.
I
am
a 2012
One World
Student Ambassador.
An ambassador.
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 An ambassador.
ambassador.